Hey guys, how's it going? Today's video is going to be a super quick little tutorial using the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I wasn't planning on filming this, but then I realized it has been quite some time since I have thrown up just a good old-fashioned makeup tutorial, and I was just getting ready for the day, and I thought, you know what, let's film this. I'm on my way out the door here. I am headed to the airport for a work trip, but I wanted to film this video because I have been seeing the most stunning looks come from this palette, like super dramatic and smoky and beautiful, but I actually wanted to film this video to show you that it's actually very wearable for everyday use as well. I am not like a super crazy intense eyeshadow person, but I have been getting a ton of use out of this palette. For me personally, I don't own a lot of warm toned eyeshadow palettes. I know that has been a lot of the feedback out there. People are saying they already have a lot of shades like this. They have a lot of warm toned eyeshadow palettes, but I actually don't. Like, I lean towards like the cool side of things, neutral more so. So yeah, I actually have been getting a ton of use out of this, and I think that it is very pretty. The shadows are lovely. I love the formula in here. This is the best naked palette that I've tried formula wise, so I really think they listened to their consumers and improved. I love that there's quite a few matte shades in there and shimmery shades as well. Like, there's a nice variety. This is not a review of the palette at all, but I have had a few of you ask me if I'm going to pick it up and if I could review it and whatnot. So the answer is yes, I have picked it up. I ordered it from the pre-sale, and I really like it. I'm glad that I have it. I'm going to be using it a ton this summer, and especially going into the fall. Like, doesn't all of these shadows just like scream fall time to you? But anyways, this is a very long-winded introduction just to let you know that this is a quick little makeup tutorial showing you a simple, easy way to use this palette, and we should just jump on into it. Alright, just to save some time, I already did my face makeup. I used actually the L'Oreal Hydro Genius as a primer, the NYX BB Beauty Balm as a foundation. I love this stuff in the summertime. I used the Dermablend Smooth Liquid Camo Concealer for under my eye area, and I also put it on some of the areas that I need a little bit of extra coverage. And then I set my face with the NYX Powder Foundation wherever it might have been. So now we are ready for a bronzer. I'm actually going to do a little bit of contouring today. So I'm just going to go into this shade right here from the NYX Contour and Highlight Palette and put that into the hollow of my cheek. I don't typically contour my nose. I just like to bring a little bit actually right down the middle. I like it to look more like sun-kissed, but if you are into a little bit of a nose contour, you can get right in there. And then switching over to a more fluffy brush, I'm going to use this NYX Matte Bronzer. This is in the shade 01 Light, and I am going to go over that contour area and just kind of warm things up, bring it onto the cheeks a little bit more. For blush, I'm going to be using the NYX Master Blush Color and Highlight Kit, and I am just going to be taking this peachy one with a touch of this bright pink one and put that onto my cheeks. And then using the highlighter from this palette, I am going to put that on my cheeks as well. I am in a little bit of a rush, that's why if you see me kind of just like busting through certain parts of my face, it is because I am going on a work trip today. I have to leave for the airport in a couple hours, but I really just wanted to film a video using the Naked Heat palette because I've been getting a ton of use out of it. I ordered this from the Urban Decay website when they had like the pre-sale. I guess that was like a couple weeks ago now, and I have just been loving it. For me personally, I don't own a lot of super warm tone palettes. I typically gravitate towards actually more cool tone palettes, or I guess neutral. So this has just been the best kind of addition to my collection. I have been getting a ton of use, like I said, out of this palette, and I just think that the quality is amazing. This is better than any of the other naked palettes that I own. I don't own number 1. I've never owned it. Number 2, I gave to a friend a while ago. Not that that one wasn't great. I just didn't use it a lot. Naked 3 right here, I actually love this palette. Even though the quality and pigmentation isn't amazing, I still get a ton of use out of it. And the Naked Smoky palette I actually do like. It's just quite dark. I find it's hard to use on a daily basis, like for like everyday kind of looks. This, however, I really feel like they nailed it with the color selection. These darker shades down here, I will say, are a little bit patchy, but for me, I actually don't tend to go into that area a lot. I kind of stick over to this side of things, but the shimmers are beautiful. I love that there's a lot more matte shades. And yeah, for me personally, it has been awesome. I'm excited to have it for the summertime. Like I said, I've already been using it so much. And I think it'll be awesome for the fall as well because it has these like beautiful burnt red and like auburn type of shades. So that's my thoughts on the palette in case you were curious. I think the packaging is really nice too. And yeah, I'm impressed with it. I think that if you are in the market for a warm toned eyeshadow palette, you won't be disappointed. For a transition shade, I'm going to be starting off with the shade Chaser, this very light one. Sorry if you can see my... Guys, I've been filming with my phone. Let me know if you notice a difference. My camera just makes this like weird clicking sound. I was getting sick of trying to like sound correct and it was just didn't sound great. So we're switching to the phone. We're gonna see how that goes. Oh my god, I said I was gonna go in with Chaser, but guys, I went in with this one. I used Sauced, so we'll just continue with Sauced. I am then going to take a little bit of He Devil on a bit of a smaller, more tapered brush and put that a little bit lower onto the lid. I just think these shadows blend out so nicely. Like I really like this palette. But it is expensive. Like these Naked palettes, I feel like every year they go up in price. This was $66. Like, whoa. I am then going to take Dirty Talk right here, which is this beautiful shimmery shade. It reminds me a little bit of Amber Rush, but I'm just going to take it all over my lid. Like, how pretty is that color? And then to lighten things up a little bit, I'm going to go in Lumbre. It is this like goldeny peach shade. It has some shimmer in it as well. And I'm going to be putting that on more of the inner part of my eyelid just to keep that area a little bit lighter. Using Ounce, the highlighting shade from the palette, I am going to take that onto my inner corner. Now, I will say that if I could change one thing about this palette, I would add a shimmery highlight shade. This has more of like a satin finish, and I think that it's really, really beautiful, but I would like a little bit more pop for this inner corner, but you know, that's just me being picky. And I'm also going to put that on my brow bone, which I actually really like this shade for the brow bone. Using a little angled brush, I am going to go into Ashes, which is this like deep, deep purple shade. I love colors like this that are like so dark that they're almost like black, but it still has a bit of purple and brown in there. And I'm just going to line my upper lash line. And then to keep things super simple, I'm going to go back into Sauced and just drag that along the lower lash line. For mascara, I'm going to be trying out this new one from Lancome. This is called Monsieur Big. How provocative. And it says that it is big volume all day wear. This has been displayed at Shoppers Drug Marts everywhere, and it's actually only $31, which for a Lancome mascara, that's actually a little bit less expensive than like the Grandiose, so I thought that was kind of interesting. It comes in just kind of a regular like cylindrical tube here, and it has the pink writing on it. So yeah, I think they just had one shade. It's called Big is the New Black, and the gal that I was talking to at Shoppers Drug Mart said that she's tried it and she absolutely loves it, so let's give her a go. Okay, I haven't even dipped my brush back into the tube yet. This is how my lashes look from just like one. I haven't dipped back in. This is from one. That's amazing. They look very nice, lots of volume. I'd say there's actually more volume than length, but this is just with one coat, and I just think so far really nice. It's a great mascara. Lancome is known for their mascaras. They have a lot of amazing ones, so I'm not surprised, to be honest, but I'm going to do one more coat. So far, loving this mascara. Like, I think this has made my lashes look really good. I really, really like this. And then to finish off, I'm just going to apply some Stark Naked lipstick from Urban Decay. This is a Comfort Matte. It's just a nice peachy nude shade that I think will go nicely with these like warm kind of like orangey eyes. Alright guys, that wraps up today's tutorial using the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I would love to know if you guys are planning on getting your hands on this or if you've already picked it up, if it's something you're going to pass on. I'm very curious because this is one of those products that has received so much hype and buzz, both positive and negative, so I'm really curious to see where you guys are at with it. So make sure you leave a comment down below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps me out, and subscribe if you haven't already because it means so much to me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!